my God, are you kissing my uncle?
Don't you have homework to do?
I already finished it. Now, will you please explain to me what's going on in this picture?
It's not what it looks like.
Well, it looks like you're making out with my uncle. So,
I want to talk to you about school. I just do not feel that the classes you're taking, that they're challenging enough.
You picked them out yourself.
Things can change.
No kidding. So, what changed between you wanting my uncle dead and this kiss?
Oh, come on, Mika. You look perfect already. Hermosa sin igual.
You're my papi. You're supposed to say that.
Es la verdad. You should believe me.
I just want to make sure.
For what? The arroz con pollo?
You never know who you're gonna run into.
What can I get you?
You all right? No, I am absolutely not all right.
What happened?
I'm assuming you haven't spoken to your impossible brother.
No. What's Todd done now?
Dear Star, I got your letter and feel bad about what happened between us, too.
Okay, just listen.
No.
Listen to me.
Cole is telling the truth about you.
Cole, no. Whatever that kid told you is not true.
You little pervert.
Dad? Dad? Dad, are you here?
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
What did you just call me? Zach Rosen. After all this time.
Judging by the stash we found in his room, he's still living in the past.
And you think he killed Lee and Wes and attacked Blair?
Well, we have to act as if he did. It's the only way to protect you and Blair.
For how long?
Until we find him. Until we get the answers.
What are you doing here? How do you know my name?
Oh, I'm a friend of your dad's.
And where is he?
Oh, he had to go out for a little while. Don't worry, he'll be right back.
So he knows that you're here?
Oh, yeah, he trusts me. We go way back. I'm practically like a brother.
Hey, you do look a little familiar. Well, what's your name?
It's Carl. Carl Swift. It's very nice to meet you.
Do you have any specials today?
They're inside the menu.
Last time I was here, I had the rabo encendido. I love things spicy.
Can I get you something to drink?
Coffee, thanks.
I'm fine with water. Wait till you try it. It's so good.
What was that?
The food's great here.
Something going on with you and your cousin's boyfriend? Has something happened between you two?
Yes. And if I have anything to say about that, it will happen again.
Are you having an affair with my uncle?
Since when did you start speaking to me that way?
Since when did you stop wanting my uncle dead?
He's living under the same roof. I tolerate him because I know that you want to have a relationship with him. That's all. Are you forgetting that I am a married woman?
Only because you found out David's a Buchanan.
But that does not mean that David isn't a wonderful man.
Who does hemorrhoid cream commercials? Yeah, Mo saw it on TV.
David is now a working actor. And that is not all glitz and glamour. It takes a lot of hard work.
Which he does in L.A. And you're bored.
I'm nothing of the sort.
Then why are you kissing a guy you're not even into?
I would never kiss a guy I wasn't into.
Oh, so it was a real kiss. Wait, someone caught you guys.
It was Jack, that little beast.
Jack?
Yes, and there's nothing funny about it. No. He was trying to blackmail me, threatened to send this picture to David.
Whoa. That's something Todd would do.
Exactly. Jack is a chip off the old block.
You don't think that's what he'll be like when he grows up, do you?
Somewhere, there's a 10-year-old little girl, happily riding her bicycle or playing with her dolls, and she's got no idea what she's in for.
He has really outdone himself this time.
Well, that's a tall order.
Oh, this is a new one. Even for Todd. Trust me.
Good. You warned me. What happened?
He asked me to go back to the judge and to tell her that Blair and John's marriage was strictly an arrangement.
So that he could get custody of his children.
Yeah. Never mind that I'm representing Blair, and if I admit that I helped perpetrate a fraud upon the court, I risk disbarment. Hey, what's a little professional ruination between friends?
Okay. That's awful.
Oh, I haven't gotten to the best part yet. Do you want to know what he offered in return for this little favor?
Okay, what?
He offered to give himself to me.
Give himself? As in...
In the biblical sense, yes. Where's the milk? In the fridge?
Yes. Hey, you're right. That's a new one.
I thought I knew the dimensions of this man's ego, but does he actually think that I would really throw my career away just for the chance to hop in the sack with him? Not that there's any guarantee he would even go through with it. I mean, do I look that vulnerable? Do I look that desperate? What? I do? You don't think it's a crazy offer, Vicky?
Oh, it was definitely a crazy offer. Just when I think Todd can't surprise me anymore, he pulls a new rabbit out of the hat.
Well, what then?
I don't want you to take this the wrong way, okay? Taya, you were married to him, and you told me yourself that you're falling in love with him again.
So, what are you saying, Vicky?
I think maybe the reason you are so upset over the admittedly horrendous nature of this offer is because you might actually be willing to take him up on it if it gave you the chance to have something real with Todd again.
Put me out of my misery now.
Whoa. You got the wrong idea. Nothing happened between me and Star.
Why are you writing her love letters then?
That's not a love letter.
Is it homework?
Okay, you're right. You're right. I'm a teacher. She's a student, but that's why I made it very clear to her that nothing's going to happen between us.
Oh, you're blaming her for this?
No, I'm not blaming Star. That's not what I'm saying.
Give me one reason why I shouldn't snap your neck.
Okay,
right
how about the fact that you killed my mother?
Okay, thanks. Let me know if he shows up. Fish has a detail waiting at Rosen's motel room.
Are they going to arrest him?
I don't have enough to take him in for questioning, but at least it gets him off the streets.
Well, when do they expect him back?
So far, there's no sign of him.
But once they have him in custody, they'll let him go.
Unless we're sure he's the one who stabbed Blair.
You know, for a guy in an arranged marriage, you're a very caring husband.
You see what you're missing? Hey, look, I think I'm going to talk to the department, all right, and have them assign a guard to you. then at least I'm taking you back to your hotel.
You don't have to do that.
Yes. Yeah, I do. It's the only way I can make sure you're safe until someone tells me they've picked up Rosa.
Hey, it's nice to meet you too, Carl.
I've heard a lot about you. I know how much you mean to your dad.
He said that he would be right back.
Yeah, he had something important to do.
Did he say what it was?
Sorry, but you can hang out and wait for him if you want.
Oh, no. I actually didn't come to see him. Have you seen his mail?
Yeah, I think it's over here. Let me get that for you. It's all right.
Wait, are you sure?
Yeah, no problem. Here you go.
Thanks. I just need to find something before my dad does.
What, you're afraid you'll get in trouble?
Oh, not just me. It's right here. And he didn't open it. That's good. You're going to tell him that I took this, aren't you?
Hey, that is none of my business, okay?
Okay, thank you, because he sees me as his little girl still, and I'm not, because I've had to grow up.
Well, anyone can see that, Star. Anyone.
I can get home on my own. And I keep telling you, Zach had his chance when he stabbed Wes. That is, if it is Zach.
You know, who knows how this guy's mind works, all right? He did time on the inside, and he thinks you put him there. Look, I'm not trying to upset you. I'm just trying to get through to you, and I'm not taking any chances that this guy's finished with either you or Blair.
I came here to see Blair.
Why?
Because I wanted to apologize to her. She might not have been attacked if you hadn't left her to come see me.
Yeah, she remembers that.
Oh, I know. She made it very clear it wasn't going to happen again, and then she waved the ring that you put on her finger.
Yeah, well, she's tough. But, you know, now she has security and probably half the hospital looking out for her. So it's your safety I'm worried about. Come on. I mean, you really going to fight me on this?
Can I ask you a question? Did part of you marry Blair just to screw Todd over?
I killed your mom? Your mom killed herself.
Yeah, because you blackmailed her. You blackmailed her. You had her so upset that she thought she was responsible for Star's baby's death. That's why she died. I didn't want anyone to find out that I was stealing drugs from the hospital because, yeah, I'm an addict.
And a pervert. Quite a double threat.
Hey, you know something? I've done a lot of things in my life that I'm not proud of, but at least I'm honest about them, and I never laid a finger on your daughter.
But you led her on, didn't you? Well, this proves it.
You think everyone's as much a liar as you?
You know, Skylar, even if I don't kill you now, and we'll see, you're gonna go to prison. Do you know what they do to pedophiles in prison?
You know what? I never touched your daughter. I never crossed that line. Excuse me.
Excuse me! You never crossed the line? Is that what you said? Well, that's good to know. Which line is that exactly?
What do you care? Manning, what do you care? You left all those lines in the dust a long time ago when you forced my mother to help you steal your daughter's baby.
Wait, let me guess. Your dad's giving you a hard time about some boy.
It used to be about a boy, but now it's about this older guy.
A man.
Nothing has happened. It's just that if my dad thought that something had, or if he knew that I wanted it, you know what? You shouldn't have to hear any of this. You don't even know me.
You're right, I don't. But when I look at you, I don't see a child.
You don't? How old do you think I look?
Like a woman. Like a beautiful young woman. Which is why your father's so upset.
What do you mean?
You know, your daddy's little girl. He doesn't want to share you with anyone else.
So you think that that's it?
Oh, I know it. Especially with his history.
What are you saying?
Well, you know, his issues with women are different than most guys, right?
is wrong with me?
Oh, come on. Nothing wrong with you. You think you're the first person who ever fell in love with somebody who wasn't good for him?
Yeah, me and the women who troll for husbands on death row.
Taya, what Todd is asking is
not worth it.
No. To sacrifice your career, something you've worked for your whole life, just for the chance to...
His insults really are a work of art,
Yeah.
aren't they? And yet, I just can't walk away from him.
Maybe you're not sure that you want to.
Vicky, I have told myself 1,000,000 times that Todd is a manipulative narcissist who will do whatever he needs to get what he wants.
Well, that's your head. What about your heart?
Well, when he made the offer, as offensive as it was, it made me remember when we were together. Todd was still a manipulative narcissist, but when we were together, I felt so alive. I miss that feeling, Vicky. What are you thinking?
So is he a good kisser?
Langston, please.
I bet he is.
It wasn't like that.
You're really upset about this.
Well, of course I'm upset.
Okay, so how did it happen?
I don't know. It just sort of happened. Why am I even discussing this with you?
Oh, so what? Do we only have an open and honest relationship when it comes to discussing my issues? You think I'm too young to understand?
I just don't think it's appropriate.
Well, neither is you making out with my uncle while you're still married. Okay, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that, but come on, who else do you have to talk about this with?
Yes, it's true. I would normally talk to Blair, but she's got a lot going on right now.
Which is why I'm happy to fill in. So spill.
2 orders of arroz con pollo.
This looks delicious.
Can I get you anything else?
Not right now, thanks.
Maybe later. What?
You see how uncomfortable he is? Lola, Marco is your cousin's boyfriend. She cares about him very much.
I'm not doing anything, Papi.
I have eyes, mija.
It just happened, okay? You remember what abuela used to say? Lo que el corazón desea, lo desea.
Le cœur désire ce qu'il désire.
Sometimes the heart just wants what it wants. You know?
Tell me, Vicky, how do I stop my heart from wanting him?
So you're going to make excuses for your mother? I think she probably offed herself because she found out you like to swim in the kiddie pool.
That is not what happened.
I think so. This proves it.
You got a thing for letters, don't you? You like letters so much? You like letters? I got a letter for you. It's from my mother.
Really? What does she say? I'm sorry, Skylar. I was such a lousy mom.
All right, you want to do this? You want to do this? You blackmailed my mother. You forced her to lie to your daughter. You let Star go on thinking that her baby was dead while you wanted to raise it with some woman who didn't even know who you were. And then the plan was, let your daughter keep on mourning and grieving forever while you took advantage of a woman you raped all over again. That about right?
You really think I'd marry Blair just to get back at Manning?
Well, you had to know it would make him happy.
I really don't care what he thinks. It was about Blair and her kids being a priority to her.
I know.
I mean, it's not really a conventional marriage.
Well, I'm the last person to say what conventional is.
I did what I had to do. I got no regrets. Maybe one.
So careful what you wish for, right, Manning? I mean, Star's baby ended up dead anyway, so whoops.
Because of your mom.
You know what? My mom had nothing to do with it.
I see. why'd you burn the letter? Yeah, Star told me. Apparently she doesn't like you as much as you thought.
Well, you know what? My mother protected me. Least I could do is return the favor.
Oh, I see. So, this is your idea of an eye for an eye. You thought I killed your mom, and so you went after my daughter.
I'm not going after your daughter.
No, it's okay. I understand. I see it very clearly now. As she walked into your classroom, you must have thought you won the lottery, huh? But can I tell you something? Nobody hurts my daughter unless they tell about it. Nobody.
So how do you know my dad again?
Oh, from when we were young.
How young?
Not much older than you. That's when he started having problems with women. Boy, if he had known you back then.
Why are you saying all of these things?
I thought you wanted to know what I thought of you. You're beautiful. Beautiful woman.
You know what? I'm going to go now.
Hey, don't you want to prove to your father you're not a little girl?
Who are you?
Sorry, get away from him. He's Zach Rosen. He raped my mom.
Cole, what happened to you?
Come on, we're going now. Come on.
What did he do to you?
Just keep walking.
Are you all right?
Fine, I've got you. It can't hurt us, all right?
Are you sure?
Yes. Not so fast! I'm gonna go see Blair, okay?
Sure.
Hey, do me a favor. Sit tight. Don't go anywhere.
You think that I would go after your daughter to get revenge on you? That's sick. That's really sick. That's so sick, only you could think of that.
Why else would you give a girl her age the time of day?
Because she was hurting. Because she needed somebody
Hey, don't
to talk
tell me that she asked for this! Don't say that to me!
Okay, all right. Okay, I confided in her. All right? I confided in her way too much, and that part was inappropriate. And you know what? You're right. I take responsibility for that.
Oh, you do? Oh, well then great. It's problem solved.
Nothing happened.
Why did Cole tell me that he saw Star leaving this apartment? And it looked like she was putting her clothes back on in a hurry. And he also said it looked like you were doing the same thing.
Okay. She came to see me. And I made it very clear that it was not going to happen.
Like you did at the dance? Yeah. Cole told me about that, too.
She kissed me, you know. But I stopped it, and I got put on leave by the Board of Ed because of it.
Well, Skylar, if you think that's the worst thing that's going to happen to you for molesting my daughter, you're dreaming.
Daddy left his safe wide open. Look what I found.
Calm down. All right. I'd thank him, but, let's just say he owed me.
Okay, look, dude, just let us go, okay?
I'll let you go?
Look, we have nothing against you, all right?
Really? You just told your girlfriend that I raped your mother and you've got no problem with me?
Look, that was a long time ago. Everything's cool, all right?
Right, and the minute you drive away, you call the cops. You think I'm stupid?
Look, what do you want?
Everything your entitled ass of a father got that I didn't. Now move it!
Okay. We can help you. We can ask my dad for help.
No, I already tried that, and he told me to go to hell. So now we have to do this the hard way.
But we can ask him again, please.
I'm done asking your father for anything. I want you to explain something to me. How come he got a pardon and I got to rot in prison? How come he gets rich, gets a family, and I get nothing? I don't have money, or a big house in the woods, or a beautiful daughter.
And what do you want now?
All of it.
Marco told you he feels something for you?
He didn't have to.
But you told him how you feel about him, huh? Maybe you showed him? And that he reminded you of his devotion to his girlfriend, your cousin?
He wants me. Why else would he not tell Langston about what happened?
Maybe because he doesn't want her to find out about her cousin's betrayal of her. Lola, you have always been a good girl. Don't you see how wrong this is?
Is it any more wrong than what you're doing with Dorian?
I wish I had an explanation. I don't quite understand it myself. When your uncle started kissing me,
You can't fight chemistry. I do have a boyfriend, remember?
I hated your uncle when he first came here and he wanted to take you away from us.
But now you're kissing him.
It was a mistake.
You don't really think that.
And how do you know?
Simple. You'd delete it if you didn't want to remember it.
I was kind of wondering what would have happened if Jack had sent that picture to David.
Well, that's easy. There are two distinct probabilities. I mean, A, he could rush home to fix things with his beautiful wife.
And B?
He could tell you to go to hell. So I guess it really depends on which one of those two things you want him to do.
You really think you're smart, don't you?
I'm a chip off the old block, too. Look, whatever you decide, I just want you to be happy. Like I am with Marco.
Begged me to stay here. So I did. To give you some stability, yes, but also so that you could have a chance to become close to your family.
What am I supposed to say?
You can tell me my decision was not foolish. That you will not set your sights on the one boy who will break your cousin's heart.
Fine.
You'll stop.
I said fine, didn't I? What else can I do?
You can go into the kitchen right now and tell that boy that you're sorry. That from now on you will leave him alone.
Are you going to do that with Dorian?
That is a completely different situation.
How so?
That two of them, they don't even, she allows him to live in California. Doesn't even see him. How much could you really love him?
She loves him enough to marry him.
Whoa. I expect you to make a clean break with Marco. I'm not asking, I'm telling you. Do it right now.
Tell you something.
My advice for getting over someone is, well, it's not very original, but it's tried and true. I'll take whatever you got. I think the best way to get over someone is to find someone new.
You're right, it is tried and true.
Oh, you tried it.
I went out with Ray Montez.
Did you? And?
You know, people were wrong about him. He is a very sweet man. And he's handsome. And he's available.
And you feel nothing for him.
Unfortunately, Vicky, any man who shows the slightest interest in me, I find vaguely repulsive. I mean, I am in love with a man who will only be with me if I compromise myself professionally
by screwing up his ex-wife's custody agreement. It's a small comfort, but he has done worse.
Thanks, Vicky.
What for what?
It's not like I have a mother or sisters I can talk to. I really appreciate your friendship.
Well, come on, you were my sister-in-law. And I completely understand the problems of caring about Todd. I still love him, even though I'm unbelievably angry with him for what he did to Jessica and Natalie.
I can't imagine how that must have hurt you, Vicky.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it really did. But I'm still his sister. And unfortunately, I know all too well what he went through as a child. And so I am drawn to him, you know, just as you are, as someone who still wants him.
I didn't molest your daughter, Manning. She let herself in here. In the same way that you did, by the way. And you want to know why? Because she didn't have anyone to turn to. Her baby just died. Her boyfriend's all messed up on drugs, and her... Well, we know what Daddy's up to, don't we? We know what he did.
He could do a lot more. Did Star tell you what I did to Cole when I found him in bed with her? He was lucky to walk the next day.
And you wonder why Star is so messed up about men.
What is that supposed to mean?
What is that supposed to mean? You did this to her. You're the one responsible for her falling in love with all the wrong guys. And yeah, she's been lucky. She's been really lucky so far, but who knows? Next guy might come along and completely take advantage of her. You know what? That's gonna be your fault. You sick son of a bitch.
You actually waited.
I actually did.
Blair's resting. I can drive you home now.
No, I can get home by myself.
Yeah, I know, but humor me.
If you want money, I can get it.
I already told you I know exactly how much money your father has. Look at this place.
Excuse me. It's Cole.
Yeah. All right, listen, Rosen. We get it. You hate Todd. All right, but there's no point in keeping me and Star hostage. Especially here. What happens when Todd comes home?
What's going on?
Zach Rosen's at Manning's.
Hey!
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I don't know who you are or why Mr. Thornhart here called you, but he made a big, stupid mistake. All right? You tell the cops anything, and both these kids are dead before they can storm the front door. Got it? Dead!
What's going on? What's wrong?
We got cut off.
What did Cole say? What does Zach Rosen want with my son?
I don't know what you're gonna say, but whatever it is, I don't want to hear it.
I need to tell you this. Just
How many times are we gonna have the same conversation?
Just listen to me.
I told you I'm with Langston. You know I'm with Langston. Every time I see you, you start flirting. And now you're even doing it in front of your dad.
I know. You're right.
What?
I told Bobby that I would change. That I would stop doing this. And let you go.
Well, good. That's good. That's really great, Lola, because Langston really cares about you.
I told him I'd stop. But I lied. Hey, Star, I just wanted to make sure you got to your dad in time. I hope everything's okay. I'll be home later. I just stopped by the diner to meet up with Marco.
What have I done? Oh! What have I done? What have I done?
You absolutely may not let this dictate your whole life, you know. Or worse yet, make you believe that you don't deserve better.
You're right. I do deserve better. I have to let Todd go. What if I can't?
What's the matter, Manning? I thought you'd want to take credit for something like this. I mean, Star is the way she is because of you. Right? What is this? What are you doing right now? What, are you sad? Are you sad? Maybe you really do love her.
Please, shut up.
What are you gonna do? You gonna hit me?
No. Skylar, look at me. Hey, look at me. Let's let this be the end, okay? You don't want it next time with me.
Gotta go.
What's going on with Cole?
He was trying to let me know that he's at Manning's with Star. Rosen's there. He's threatening her.
What?
Rosen has Cole and Star. Let's go.
Marty's son, Todd's daughter. 2 birds, 1 stone. This is working out better than I thought.